Welcome to the 7th episode of our AI-assisted web development guide for beginners. In this episode, we're going to learn how to deploy our website online using a live domain and web hosting. There are two basic things we need to put a website online: a domain name and web hosting. A domain name is the address you type into your browser to access a website, such as google.com, webmastermaze.com, or claude.ai. Web hosting is a server where your website files, database, and other required resources are stored and made available over the internet. A .com domain typically costs somewhere around $8 to $12 per year, although the price can vary depending on the registrar and any promotional offers. Basic shared hosting can start at $2 per month, and many hosting providers offer a free domain for the first year when you purchase an annual hosting plan. In simple terms, the domain points visitors to your hosting server, and the server delivers the website files and data to their browser. Most hosting providers also give you access to a hosting control panel. This is a web-based interface where you can manage things like your website files, databases, domains, email accounts, SSL certificates, backups, and other hosting settings. One of the most popular hosting control panels is cPanel. However, some hosting companies use their own custom control panels or alternatives to cPanel. The interface may look different, but the basic concepts and tasks are usually quite similar. But we have a good news. For hobby, practice, or learning projects, we don't necessarily need to spend money. We can use free hosting and a free domain or subdomain, which is what we're going to do for our portfolio website project. And don't worry if you choose a different hosting company later. The process of selecting a hosting plan, purchasing it, connecting a domain, and setting up your website is generally very similar across most hosting providers. So, follow the steps carefully, and you'll be able to apply the same concepts to other hosting services as well. Let's get started. Here is the website we created for Jensen F. We improved it, made it mobile responsive, and did SEO via AI. Now is the time to deploy it online on a domain and web hosting. For this beginner guide, we are going to start with a free service, infinityfree.com. Let's go to their website. This is their domain name, infinityfree.com. Let's check why is it suitable for us. They are offering free website hosting. It supports PHP and MySQL, which we need in the future. Let's check what else is there. There are no ads, and it's completely free. Instant setup and 99.9% uptime is also nice. Here are the specs. 5 GB disk space, which is more than enough for now. Free SSL certificates. This is very important. This is good. We can also add our own domain. Looks okay here. So, let's get started with it. Click on Register Now button. Select Sign up with Google. Let's select the Google account we want to use. Here we have some account options. Let's check our hosting. We don't have any hosting yet. Let's create our account. Here are the hosting account options. It's free, but many features like email accounts are not available. This is not good. But, for now, we don't need these features. No, we don't need them for now. If we need any of these features in the future, we'll have to go with one of these paid plans or migrate to another host. Here all these features are available. Let's get free hosting for now. Let's see what options do we have for a subdomain. We need to choose one, which is easy to remember. There are too many options. This one looks good. Let's choose this one, which is easy to remember. Hope Jensen is available. Yes, it is. Let's change this. This is just an internal description. The username is auto-generated. Let's set the password. Oops. Let's change it. Dang. Let's change it again. Okay, account setup is in progress now. Let's read it. The domain might take 72 hours to work. Let's wait for it now. Here we go. Here, we have the same notice that DNS changes can take up to 72 hours to propagate. This means the domain may not work properly for up to 72 hours. Here is the domain we got. Let's open it. It's not working yet because DNS propagation takes some time. Let's go back and check the dashboard. Here we have the hosting information. From these options, we only need the file manager for now. Here is the control panel option. Let's open it and check which hosting control panel they offer and what features are included. Here it is. They're using VistaPanel, which is almost the same as cPanel, but it's more like a free version of cPanel. It has many options, which we'll check later. For now, let's go back to the dashboard. Here we have some options, which are coming from the same control panel. Let's check resources. Not enough usage yet, as it is empty. Let's check the databases. Here we have the database info. Database will come in our next advanced guide. Nothing to do here. Now, let's go to the domain section. Click on Add Domain. We only have one account, so let's click on Add Domain. Okay, here we can add more subdomains, and domains too. This is an important feature. We should be able to use our own domain with hosting. Let's check if our website started working. Nope. Let's leave it and upload our files till then. The easiest way now is to use a web-based file manager. Here, they are offering one in the control panel. Let's open it. Here we go. This is the root folder. Usually, we need to upload files to a folder named public_HTML or htdocs. Here, in this case, we have an htdocs folder. We can click here to see what it contains. See, it even mentions that files should be uploaded here. This should be index, not index2. Let's check it. Still the domain issue? Let's delete this file. We need to upload our files here. Here we have some upload and new options. Here we have the refresh and select all options. Here we also have some options. This edit option is very useful. We can use it to edit any file online. Let's check upload. This zip and extract option lets us upload a zip file and extract it during upload. Let's make the archive first. Here we have it now. Let's upload it to our hosting. Let's select it. Then click on Upload. Oops, we are uploading in the wrong folder. We need to upload in the htdocs folder. Let's open it. Now, we need to upload files here. The archive is already selected. Here we go. The archive has been auto-extracted. Let's check the website now. Nope, still not working because of DNS propagation issue. We'll need to wait more. Let's explore the control panel in the meantime. Here we have some preferences. These options are for managing files. File Manager we already used. This is for password protecting folders. This is to create and manage FTP accounts, which will come in our advanced guides. These options are to manage databases. Here we have domain management options. Emails. They don't provide email accounts. What a pity. Here we have some security options. This SSL/TLS option is very important. It's like a must nowadays. We cannot use HTTPS in our domain without it. Most of these we don't need to use. Let's check SSL. They say SSL certificates are automatically enabled for subdomains, so we don't need to do anything here. We can now access the website securely using HTTPS with our domain. The DNS records still need some time to propagate. Here, we have statistics related to our hosting resources. It's a good idea to keep an eye on these. And that's it for the control panel tour. Let's check back the site again after a few hours. Okay, we are back to our website. The DNS has been updated, and our website is now live. This is the domain we need to update throughout our files. Let's copy it. Now, go to the File Manager. Here we have the files. But we only need to update the index.html, as other files do not have URLs. We can use this edit icon to edit the file online. Here we have some more options too. Let's edit it now. Here is the editor. We need to find the old URLs and update them. Here is the first one. We'll replace it. Replace the second instance. We can see that selecting any text also highlights other instances of the same text in the file. Similarly, let's replace others. You can also use the Find and Replace option in the Versus code editor to edit the URLs first, and then re-upload the index.html file here. We're doing it here for now to learn how to use the online editor for quick edits, because there are not many instances that we need to change. The slideshow has placeholder images, which we'll replace after deployment. All done. Let's use the Save and Close option to save the file. Hard refresh first. Now, let's check if the URLs have been updated. Yep, they are. Let's check the source code. And do a quick search for old URLs using Ctrl+F keys. One instance is still there. It is in the contact form. It is not used as a URL, but as a text. But we still need to update it. Let's go back to the file manager and edit the index.html file again. It is in the Form Submit section. Here, let's update it. There are no more such instances. Let's save it and test again. No more old URLs. We are good now. Let's see how can we update the images in the website. One way is to give image names or paths to the AI and ask it to update them. The second way is to do it manually, which we are going to use now, as we have just a few images. We need 3 images here in the slideshow. These images are fine. And 3 images here in the projects section. For now, we'll update images in the slideshow section. Let's go to the File Manager and create an Images folder. It is strongly recommended to place images in a separate folder. Let's open it. We need to upload the images here. But first, let's check what dimensions we need. Here, the image size is 560 by 640 pixels. We can either use the exact same size images, or at least the ratio of the width and height should be same. Let's check the project images. Here, the size is 640 by 420 pixels. Let's update the slideshow images now. We have already created a folder named Images in our project folder and added 3 sample images. We named them Slide 1, Slide 2, and Slide 3 respectively for easy handling. You can see the size in the tooltip. Let's go back to the File Manager. We need to upload the images here. Let's use this Upload button. It also has a folder upload option, but let's check the multiple file upload option. Here is the Images folder. Holding the Control key, we'll click them one by one. Yep, multi-select is allowed. Open, and then click Upload. Here we go. Now, we just need to update these image URLs in the index.html file. Edit the index file and find the slideshow section. Here, we need to update the URLs in the src attribute. We'll add relative URLs. The leading slash means that the path starts from the root, which is the main domain. It means that the image is located in the images folder. Let's change all three of them. And then save and close the file. Now, let's check the live preview. Let's do a hard refresh. Here we go. The images have been updated. You may ask AI to remove or change this orange slideshow border if you want, but we're leaving it as it is, because it looks very nice in the final version of the website we'll build in this guide. You can also update these images in a similar way. Oh, we forgot one thing. We need to update some image URLs in the metadata. Let's check the source code and find which ones. We need to update this OG image URL, which is used by social media platforms as a preview. Here is the image size we need. We need to use the same image as the OG image here in the Twitter card tags. Also, we need to change this folder name because we are using the images folder. We also need to update these favicons, which are small images shown in the browser tab, like the cPanel icon. We also need to change this Apple Touch icon. In your websites, you need to update these with your own social profile URLs. But we are leaving them as they are for our demo. Also, these URLs. Let's update this folder name first. Let's edit the index.html file and find where we have the wrong folder name. Use Ctrl+F and search. Here we have it in two places. Let's edit them. Save and close. Now, let's upload the OG image to the images folder. We want to use this image file, which is just a screenshot preview of our website. Let's move it to the images folder in our project. Here it is. Let's select it and upload. The file is uploaded. Let's check the source code again. Here, the folder name has been updated too. Now, let's update the favicon and the Apple Touch icon files. The AI put the favicon in the root folder because browsers traditionally look for favicon.ico there automatically. Keeping it in the root ensures the favicon is easily detected, even without a specific path in the HTML. But if you have a large project with many files, you can add these to the images folder and use the relative path. Let's go back to the file manager and upload the favicons here. Here, we have the files for 3 favicons. We just use F and dot in the image. These should be at least 250 by 250 pixels, and the Apple Touch icon can be 180 by 180 pixels. Select all and upload. The files have been uploaded. Now, let's go back to the website. Do a hard refresh. The favicon failed to load. Let's do a hard refresh again. It still didn't load. Let's clear the cookies and site data for this specific site only. Click Clear to remove cookies and site data. Do a hard refresh again. Nope, still didn't work. Let's check if the code is correct. Let's view the source again. Here, found it. The URL of the favicon SVG file is wrong, so the browser is failing to access it. Let's check if right-click has any options. Yep, very nice. Here, we need to rename this file to icon.svg. Here, it's changed. And matches this URL now. Let's check it again. Do a hard refresh. Here you go. The favicon started working. Our icon has white space around it, so it's looking a little smaller. We can reduce the white space to make it look bigger. But, for now, it is okay for this guide. This was all about how to deploy a website online using web hosting and a domain, and how to make the required changes to the code to get it working. In the next episode, we'll learn how to implement a dark mode on our website so that people can choose between light and dark mode. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tutorial videos.